Hello, and today we will be doing a walkthrough by Kaiser 200. Today I will be doing single player. Along, along the way, I will be doing multiplayer co-op play. And
So, a while back, I watched a video called Why Minecraft Feels Different Now by Robocast. Back when that video was released in 2022, it got me thinking and reflecting on the past and the coming future. Minecraft wasn't just my childhood, it became the place I learned the tools to craft that future into something better. Let's get into it. So, around 14 years ago, on March 9th, 2012, I was on a shitty little Android tablet my parents had gotten me for Christmas one year. It was my first ever electronic that wasn't meant for family usage. While I was scrolling through Google, looking for something, I don't remember what to be exact, and I came across the website. The website of probably some of our childhood, Minecraft.net. No, not that version. This one.
Let's go to a place where
And on that
everything is made of
homepage was a
blocks.
video with a trailer and a small little description reading, Minecraft is a game about placing blocks to build anything you can imagine. At night, monsters come out. Make sure to build shelter before that happens, a little thing thanking somebody named C418, and an active counter of how many people had purchased the game so far. It was probably somewhere in the millions, to be honest. After watching that trailer, I was hooked. After looking through the entire website, I found what I'd been looking for without even knowing it. Under the Game tab, there was a place called How to Play. Well, that redirected you to a page with a video called How to Survive Your First Night.
Hello, welcome to my tutorial for Minecraft survival mode. This is how to survive your first night. I just started the game, actually it's about 3 or 4 minutes ago, and I let the sun reach its
Do
peak.
you know who it was by?
So there's
None other than Paulsoaresjr himself. If you know that name, you probably smiled. And if you don't, just know he taught an entire generation how to survive their first night. Over the next few days before getting moved across town to my dad's for the weekend, I binged every episode of his original series, Minecraft Tutorials, How to Survive and Thrive, on the original alpha version of Minecraft. You see, about 3 years before I got that first tablet, my parents had split up, and one moved across town into a tiny 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment with my brother, sister, and me. And the other stayed in my childhood home that we got to visit once a week for a whole weekend. I had friends, but we had started to drift apart for one reason or another. I can't remember, and it doesn't really matter why. But now I had something to sink my time into, and to take me outside of that, what felt like small, shattered little world I was living in. A place I could go to build anything my mind and heart had in store. A peaceful place to go and escape. An escape I did. Playing for hours and hours and hours, both deep into the night and early into the morning. Experimenting with mods, making world after world, server after server, and crafting memories with some of the most important people in my life. From some of my lifelong friends I've made in real life doing community theater, friends I had in the apartment complex we lived in going through a kind of similar situation, and my brother and sister who were right there with me, even if we spent most of the time at each other's throats. Minecraft became a comfortable place. One where no one and nothing had any expectations of you. No perceived rankings, no feeling rushed to be anything other than what you are. Just you and your will to face whatever may come up in your way. Or, regrettably, pushing it a little further down the road, to your own detriment. Now, I do want to make one thing very clear. Nothing was ever truly wrong. We had made the best situation of what we could during that time. It doesn't change what you think you see, and what you think you saw doesn't change the reality of the situation. Thank you to my parents for trying for us during a very trying time. Minecraft grew with me in that time frame. After getting a cracked version from a probably virus-ridden website, playing survival knowing absolutely nothing about the reality of playing the game for myself, and getting lost and completely overthinking, like the child I was. To mirror this with real life, I had started a youth theater program, and it started to pull me out of my shell in real life, and that started to bleed over into playing Minecraft. Being homeschooled, and not really being comfortable outside of my own living space, I had begun getting comfortable acting on a stage in front of not only my peers at that awkward age of 13 years old, but also sometimes strangers who wanted to support a local program. From sometimes playing the normal character, and most of the time being the fool for the point of the farce, that started to translate into my exploration of Minecraft. Before starting that program while playing Minecraft, I really only cheated with mods and programs like inventory editor and single player commands. I didn't go out and explore. I didn't build. I didn't craft. I instead avoided the hard work and risk that came with going into the mines for diamonds, exploring structures or biomes, instead spawning them in the safety of my peaceful difficulty world. I say this not to mock younger me, or the younger you if you did something similar. I say this because there is beauty in knowing where you started, and I mean truly started. Looking back now, I don't think I cheated simply because I wanted diamonds. I cheated because I was scared I didn't have what it took to go out and get them. It felt safer and peaceful. It felt safer not to go out and explore. It was easier, less effort, and less risk to spawn them in. Funny thing, outside of the game was pretty similar for a while. No cheats though. Sadly, just retreats. Regardless of the actual stuff going on, my friends and me continued to build memories and servers where we grew up. And why I think Minecraft is special to as many as it is. And I think will always be forevermore. Fully cutting through the metaphor, during that first time period of playing and learning Minecraft, I was playing and learning my new real life outside of the game. Yeah, it hadn't been right away that I'd found Minecraft in this new chapter. But that's not what I remember. So far as my mind is concerned, I grew up with Minecraft. And it grew up with me. Loading that cracked game for the first time, getting that title screen, the music slowly fading in, my first Minecraft world. I remember getting super scared that first night, and then changing the difficulty to peaceful, and I still hid in case there was monsters out there. Finding out about mods and installing them. Inventory editor comes to mind as the first mod program thingy I downloaded. Listening to the music in the rain fall on my tiny house or cave home that I had built from me and my 10 plus dogs and cats that I had tamed after just spawning them in. It gives me comfort and a feeling I don't think I've felt for a very long time, but it also makes me miss those old days of early innocence and escapism. Gaming generally hasn't really had that feeling in a long time. But still to this day, in that 2-week phase that comes over us all, we go back, and even though it's not exactly the same, you still get that old feeling of wonder and possibility. Just with the knowledge that, even though things are unsure now, with a little hard work and perseverance, you can overcome that feeling you used to get buried in, that feeling of fear. Rise to the top, where the only place left to go is completely up to you. Getting lost in the sauce, trying to go your own way and build things that have not already been done. But to leave your very own mark on a world that is one of seemingly an infinite number out there. Of course that can all be deflating. But sometimes the motions you go through while mindless and a little more of the just background noise, they tend to be the parts you look forward to instead of just jumping around aimlessly doing nothing. Long story short, we all probably remember zoning out doing whatever mundane task was next on the list. Doing it even to the point of falling asleep with your headphones on to wake up to the music fading out. Whether it be mining, crafting, exploring, or goofing off with your friends during a long overnight gaming run, to then zone back into the moment and catch the tail end of Sweden, Minecraft, or even Alpha, just to name a few of those gems by C418. To not care what came next, or what will come next, because you know whatever challenges come your way, you can conquer them all, regardless of how long it'll take. Now, me and those lifelong friends, we have made servers to get on and play, but we all run into the same issues that everybody else runs into. Either too busy in real life, or not interested in playing Minecraft at that time, All the old worlds and servers, I still have them somewhere. I just don't know for sure where they are. We still try to get on and make servers every so often to this day. Sadly, with them having moved out and started doing their own grinds, me too in some aspects, even if it's temporary, we still all think it's beyond worth it. I'm excited for the next time we can set it up. And I know those same friends are too. Minecraft is a game I will always come back to. Regardless of major changes that Microsoft will add or has added, I will always find peace in that blocky look and peaceful sound of the OST. The same way that it brought me comfort back in 2012 when my whole world was getting settled. So thank you, Notch. And thank you to all the big Minecraft YouTubers at the time before it was cool and trendy. The ones who made it trendy. Thank my brother for playing Minecraft with me and making memories, even if we have had our rough patches. And thank you to old Minecraft friends I used to play with. And a thank you to the lifelong friends that have stuck with me and have grown alongside me. I doubt they want to be mentioned by name, but they know who they are. Most of all, I want to thank me. Well, younger me to be exact. For sticking through all the challenges that life threw his way. For having faith, even unknowingly, in me today. For believing that although it was rough when we were younger, me today would be strong enough to push through and keep on fighting. You know those questions about, what would you do if you could have a conversation with your younger self? My answer's always the same. I don't know. I don't even know if he would be proud of me now. But I try my hardest to make sure that he would be, even if I stumble a lot. I still hope we're making you proud. I hope I became the man we needed. And to end it all with a little bow, I want the last and final thank you to be to Minecraft. For being the place that little boy could go and have space to explore, to think, and to grow into the man I am today. Minecraft wasn't just the place I hid from life. It was where I quietly learned to face it.